picture. This is my mother and her partner, and my son, older son, my daughter, my younger son. The daughter and the younger son were foster kids that I adopted. I was a foster parent for a number of years and had about 65 kids come through my house at one time, in different stages. You know. So anyway, they get along like brother and sister, which is cool. So anyway, this is my dance thing here. So Mary told me the other day she wanted pictures, so I will probably. Pick up? I'm sorry? That's what? That can be cardio, yes, but it doesn't feel the same as jogging. So anyway, that's a little bit of that. Okay, so I've helped like over 1,000 customers over my career. Obviously, I've been doing this for a long time. Most proud here was when I was running an area for Wells Fargo, ranked at #1 in the country in units for a couple of years. Biggest regret was getting out of production when I was a manager, because in the mortgage business, the non-producing positions are very vulnerable to the whims of your corporation. So, but my joy now is helping people fulfill their dreams. Especially, I'm very proud of overturning about 65% of all turned down from other companies when they come to me. So the experience matters and helps to come up with ideas to make deals work. About the current market, the Fed just dropped the rate to half a point just this week. They're forecasting 2 more drops this year. They're also forecasting another 4 drops next year and 2 more drops in 2026, depending, of course, on the data from inflation and jobs. The job market is weakening right now. What does this mean for real estate? So let me see if I'm not a techie, but let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Hold on. See if I can get, you got a microphone someplace?
Yep, you do.
So this is a little video, it's about 45 seconds from Barbara. Hello? Okay. Barbara Cochran, talking about the market and what would happen if rates dropped. Although there's no sound here, what's going on? It was working before, of course. Here we go.
Get all day on it. It'll be good.
Pressure, Mary. Pressure. Of course, it's not working. All right. Well, anyway, it was working this morning. So anyway, the deal is this: that she was predicting that if rates dropped to the point that people were on the sidelines, okay, and they would come out flooding out to start buying homes, okay, because there's a lot of pent-up demand, and there's just a special feel-good area that people say, wow, this is like a time I need to jump in. So I would say, and Sheila can probably attest to this, sellers are still willing to negotiate right now in the marketplace, okay? But now that rates are coming down, you're gonna see buyers coming off of the shelf here, and as more buyers flood into the system, there are gonna be more offers to the sellers, and if there are more offers to the sellers, they're not gonna be as negotiable, am I right, Sheila? So basically, now it's probably a perfect window to think about buying, because probably in a month or so, when everything starts settling in, people are gonna come out of the woodwork, and it's gonna be a lot harder. The prices are gonna start going up. She actually predicted prices to go up about 8 to 10%. That was her prediction, okay? So now it's probably a good time to think about it. I don't know what I did wrong here. I told you I'm not techie, but anyway, we'll see what happens here. That's what she said, okay? That was her. So now, probably the rest of my deal is now gone. Okay, here we go. So at is the bidding wars on the houses. In 2021, if you remember, I think it was 2021 or 22, the bidding wars were crazy. You put a house up for a sale and the price would go up, okay? And so they would be going crazy. That went away. Right now, sellers are very negotiable, but as soon as they get more buyers come in the market, you're not gonna be as negotiable. So here's a tip that people don't really know. You're better off asking for closing costs on a purchase instead of lowering the price. So for example, you save about $6 per thousand on your payment for every $1,000. So hence, if you lower the price $10,000, you save about $60 per month or $720 a year. So it would take you 14 years to break even on that. So instead of trying to beat the seller up for price, try to beat him up for closing costs is my suggestion. Okay, and I do that a lot of times because, you know, in Florida, for whatever reason, people have less savings than up north or whatever, so people, you know, the more money you can help them save and keep in their pocket for repairs and remodeling and furniture and all that kind of stuff, the better they feel about the transaction. So currently, many people have been living off credit cards recently. This is about the current market, so there's a lot of talk about people have been living off credit cards. So I'm getting a lot of calls, even though rates are a little higher, credit card rates are much higher. So you got credit cards in the 26%, or some people haven't been able to pay their taxes, or whatever. You get people coming in and using their equity, people got a lot of equity. So what I try to give is not so much what the interest rate is, but what the difference is in monthly outflow to make a decision about whether it's good to refinance or not. Sometimes a home equity loan is better, and but sometimes it isn't due to credit score or debt ratios. Heather has a great home equity loan over there, so you may want to talk to her about that, but sometimes, you know, because of credit score or debt ratio, am I right? Can't do the loan, okay? So, first mortgage is a little bit more flexible on that. So, everyone's circumstances are different. There's a million different scenarios. You're gonna have to have a consultation, be able to see what's up, what's best for the particular person. Everybody's situation is different. Okay, so about our products, of course, we got the down payment assistance loans. We got, you know, the Hometown Heroes went away, but we still got $10,000, $12,000. I think Hillsborough County has $25,000 that's still available for down payment assistance. We got renovation loans, if you want to go through that. I got somebody that actually has a, who does renovation? I got one in Pasco County right now that the lady, being helped with FEMA, but she has to take her house up and put foundation in and then put the house back down. So I'm doing a renovation loan for that, okay? FHA loans are for less than perfect credit and higher ratios. We've got the VA loans for veterans. We've got bank statement loans for those people who qualify off of deposits versus off of their tax returns. The DSCR loan, I'm not gonna tell you what that stands for, but for investors who wanna qualify just by using the market rent, as long as the market rent is higher than the payment, you qualify. A lot of people are, it's a very hot product right now. And who was looking at immigration attorney? Maybe we need to go together, because I do loans for people with ITIN loans.
Let's do it.
Yeah, and, yeah, more nationals. And another, oh, I got time, all right. I just wanna say one thing. So, I just wanna say one thing. Sheila and I had just closed on a great transaction. We worked together super good. It was funny how we came in. The first step in buying something is to get pre-approved, because this particular buyer thought that they only wanted to pay so much a month. We got them, Sonny started looking at houses. Sheila says, well, I'd like to pay a little bit more because the house that I really like costs a little bit more. And I was able, because I had the information, I was able to run it through and get the loan approved. And I wouldn't know unless I had the information up front. So anyway, Sheila looked out for her best interest. The house actually had issues with permitting. Buyer still wanted to buy it. We were able to work all that out.